Hello sir, good day. And this video contains my own explanation about social imagination. So base sa aking mga nakalap na impormasyon at pagkakaintindi sa sociological imagination na isang ideya o konsepto na layong itaguyod ang pag-iisip ng tao upang tingnan ang mga bagay sa kanyang paligid. So layunin ng sociological imagination ay turuan ang mga tao na magkaroon ng panibagong pagtingin sa mga bagay sa kanyang paligid. And then, maunawaan ng tao ang relasyon ng mga pangyayari sa paligid at may ugnay ito sa sariling karanasan. Ipakita sa isang individual na isang mas malawak na perspektibo o perspective sa buhay. And makilati sa ugnayan ng personal na karanasan sa palipunan. And then, in social imagination, is the wider society is the most influence of an individual. Halimbawa, in terms of food, galing ka ng city and then nag-vacation ka sa mga relatives mo sa probinsya. Nung nandun ka pa sa city and puro preservative foods ka lang. But in province, most likely eating freshest native chickens, vegetable, and many nutritious food. So, living in mountain province, you can adapt their tradition and cultures. In further explanation, so the sociological imagination is a method about the world. As you may have guessed, it's a part of field of sociology, which studies human society. The sociological imagination encourages people to think about their lives not just on an individual level but considering societal, biological, and historical context. To use the sociological imagination is to shift your perspective away from yourself and look things more broadly, bringing in the context to individual actions. To use the sociological imagination is to shift your perspective away from yourself and look at things more broadly. And then while larger social forces influence lives, there are many ways which our individual lives can affect our society as well. Example, and if you're thinking about your lunch, you're probably more likely to choose something that's familiar to you. In another culture or even another part of your city, a person who is very similar to you might choose different food because of what's familiar to them. If we zoom out a little further, we might realize that people in landlocked states might be unlikely to choose seafood based in lunch at all because fresh fish is more expensive than it's on the coast. Zoom out more and you might realize that fish isn't even on the menu for some cultures because of societal taboos or restrictions. And those are spatial boundaries. And you can also consider your family relationship within eating fish on how their cultural ethnic heritage impact where you are, what food you have access to, and your personal taste. And all of this lets yourself see and your cultures in a new light as a product of society and history. Then important of this, in this sense, using sociological imagination lets you look at yourself and culture as a third-party observer. Then the goal is not to be dispassionate or distant, but rather to see yourself not as natural or normal, as part of a larger system, the same way that your people are.